Yo, it's your boy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and I'll be breaking down Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Miguel Baeza, the Carmel Thunder versus Argentina Dagger. Really interesting nicknames. Good fight right here. I like the fight. I mean Ponzinibbio coming off his loss to Li Lang, and Miguel Baeza coming off his win over Takashi Sato. I mean, it's a good matchup to make. Santiago, he's active right now, so they should use him. And this Miguel Baeza kid he fights at an MMA Masters. He's a very very big prospect, and let's see where he's at. Let's see if Colby Covington said a while back, this kid's the future. I like Colby a lot. Y'all know me. I'm a big Colby supporter. So let's see if this kid is really, really good. I think that's what this matchup is kind of like. Yeah, all right, let's see where this kid's at. But in terms of the stats, let's look at it. Santiago Ponzinibbio, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. He's coming with a great record of 27-4. He's fighting out of Argentina, but he does fight out of Florida, an American top team. Age 34, so he's right near. He's basically in the thick of his prime, right? This is the middle. He's got a height of 6 foot and reaches 73. Miguel is 10-0. I mean, awesome, undefeated record basically. Fights out of Florida, age 28, and a height of 6'2" and a reach of 74.5. Which I love this fight. What makes it interesting is American top team versus MMA Masters. It's a thing that's been going on. There's a lot of beef. MMA Masters had Amanda Nunez first, then American top team takes her. So they've been kind of like a little bit of rivals, but obviously American top team has been winning. They have more champions, and they probably won that little argument. But MMA Masters is coming back with Alil Taporia, Colby Covington, and Miguel Baeza. And hey, Colby was an original American top team talent, and they took him. So they didn't really take him, but he had to go there. But yeah, I think this is kind of like there's almost like a little bit of gym rivalry, gym wars. Obviously, they're going to be fighting in the Apex. It would be awesome if they did a show in Florida. It would be goated if they did this a while back. Maybe like 6 months ago when Jorge Masvidal wasn't ducking. He was ducking him. But like, let's say Jorge didn't duck Colby, and they did a card. It would be like almost like MMA Masters versus American top team, Florida versus Florida. It would have been dope. I would have loved to watch it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But I mean, yeah, let's talk about notable wins for Miguel Baeza. I mean, the kid's been around the block for a minute. People just heard of him really since the Matt Brown victory. But he had just debuted in the Contender Series of 2019 against Victor Reina, then beats Hector Aldana, via leg kick round and pound in the second round. Good wins. Then has a bit of a competitive fight with Matt Brown, and Matt Brown hurt the kid. I saw that fight. I mean, I'm not gonna say I wasn't impressed, but I was like, oh snap! If Matt Brown's doing this to you, like, and Matt Brown's a great fighter. Don't get it twisted. I love Matt Brown, but that boy Robbie Lawler he ended that boy's career. It wasn't the same after the second Robbie Lawler fight, and it is what it is. Like Matt Brown's a good fighter, but he did knock out Matt in the second round, so I will give him that. But it was a good fight, and he caught Matt slacking, man. He knocked him out bad, and it was a bad KO, so I'll give him that. Then he fights Takashi Sato. I ended up picking Sato, and I ate my words there. I mean, good performance. I mean, clean. Beat him in the first round. Then in the second round, it's like he probably could have won the decision on points, and then just takes him down and just arm triangles him. I mean, he looked amazing here. It looked like there was levels shown in this fight. I was just like, whoa, this kid's good. I had to eat my words there. So, I mean, respect to the kid, and now he's going to be fighting Ponzinibbio. But, man, Ponzi ain't... Like, I know Ponzi's coming off that loss to Li Lang, but, like, where he got knocked out. But, man, you look at the guy's resume, Neil Magny. Obviously, Magny just came off... he's not coming off, but his most recent loss was to the GOAT, Michael Chiesa. We can excuse that. I told y'all Chiesa was going to get that done, but y'all was talking about that Magny nonsense. But Magny just proved that the dark horse ain't that dark in Jeff Neal, and he put that boy to sleep. Now, he didn't put him to sleep, but he... he beat him, though. He beat him. Then, as it went over Mike Perry. A good Mike Perry, by the way. A Mike Perry that was... I think he only had one loss to Alan Jouban. And a guy I think maybe previous was ranked. I think Mike Perry was ranked in his career and has that really good knockout victory over Gunnar Nelson. I mean, Gunnar Nelson's, these are, at least if you don't respect Mike right now, you got to respect the Magny and Gunnar, performances, where he destroyed these guys, right? And since that, he was like on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fight win streak. After that, lost to Lorenz Larkin. Got chinned in that fight. I mean, Lorenz is, a really, really good striker. So no shame in that. And then beat Sean Strickland. And everyone, I don't know why, but everyone loves Sean Strickland now. So, it is what it is. So, he's a good fighter. I don't want to say like why everyone loves him, but it's like, it's kind of like, all right, y'all can get off the man's dick now. But he beat him, and they say he's the best boxer in middleweight right now. But yeah, has a loss to Ryan LaFleur. He's beating some good fighters. So, and since before the Jili Lang loss, people are like, wow, Ponzinibbio's coming back. He's going to be a real problem in the welterweight division. Let's see what he can do. And before Ponzi lost to Li Jiling, a lot of people consider him the real dark horse of the division. And he took 4 years, right? Was it 4? There's something crazy like that. Maybe 4 or 2 years. I forgot how long it took him. Right? Yeah, it was 2 years ago when he fought Magny and knocked him out. That was a long time ago. He was rusty. He looked a little out of shape for the Li Jiling. I don't want to make excuses, but the excuses are right there. Like, I feel like the guy has some legitimate excuses in this fight. He's a more experienced fighter than Miguel Baeza. Miguel seems like a fighter that is equipped for 3 rounds. He seems like a decision fighter at the top level if he makes it to the top 5, but a guy that can finish lower level competition. But in terms of this matchup against Santiago, I just feel like Santiago was number 7 in the world. He is a legitimate threat. Yeah, he's a little chinny, but he goes forward, has really good leg kicks, puts on really, really good pressure. He's a good striker, good counter wrestler too. He was able to stuff a lot of Magny's takedowns. And Magny, you saw what he did to Robbie Lawler. You saw how he took him down a whole bunch. Magny's like a really good, I wouldn't call Magny a grappler. I feel like some people have called him that. He's more of a well-rounded fighter. I think that's the best way to call him. He's a well-balanced fighter. He's I think heavily based on conditioning and stuff like that, and has a lot of good things. But Magny, he can shoot. He can take guys down, and he took down Li Jiling a lot in that fight, and he showed a lot of his wrestling in that fight. So, yeah, I think Santiago in this matchup, he's shown really good takedown defense. Obviously, Miguel Baeza working with Colby Covington, and just seeing that, I think he might go for the takedown. Now, he does have, here's one way I can see Miguel winning, is he touches that chin. He's a good striker. He's a long-ranger striker. The thing with Li Jiling, and obviously I didn't see it coming, and, it's 50-50 when you really look at this kind of stuff, but it's easy for me to say, oh, well, we should have seen this coming. I didn't see it coming. But if you look at it, right, Li Jiling, right, he's known for stopping streaks, right? Go look at who he fought. I even brought this up, actually, for my Santiago Li Jiling breakdown. Zaleski dos Santos. At the time, Zaleski, when he lost to not Ponzinibbio, Li Jiling, he was on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fight win streak over guys like Omari Makadev, Lyman Good, Max Griffin, Sean Strickland, Curtis Melinder. when everyone was saying Curtis is the next John Jones, oh man, y'all a different kind of breed for saying that. So he's been known to stop streaks. He has real power. Legitimate. Real hook. And he's setting Ponzinibbio for that hook the whole fight. And when you watch that fight, it's like, God damn, Ponzi didn't know how to gauge him. He's a really, really good, powerful striker. I think with Miguel Baeza, Matt Brown, I don't think is a good representation of knockout power. At that time, right? I think Miguel. Not. I think the kid's good. I'm not saying he's bad, but I feel like Ponzi. I mean, after that last performance, yeah, it's so easy not to pick him and say he's gonna lose this fight. But you look at resumes, and here's where I'm kind of betting at things. It's like I look at his resume, I look what he's accomplished. That fight, if he loses this one, then okay, then we can say he might be done. But I don't think he's done. I think that was just a bump in the road. I think that was just him tripping up. I think this is a moment for him to come back and kind of stand up tall, basically, and kind of show people I'm not done. And I think he's gonna become a world champion? No, I don't think that. No, I used to think he had a real chance at it. Now I don't think that anymore. But I think he's still got enough for these young guns to let him know he ain't going nowhere. And I got Ponzinibbio by decision. I don't think he's gonna finish him. I was thinking about going by a finish, but Ponzi, I think he just uses. Obviously, he does have the shorter reach, right? And for Miguel to really win this fight, is using his reach, touching that chin, touching him up. Don't overcommit, and kind of just staying at distance, believing the jab, and either getting the left hook off, doing a lot of things in that kind of area, and just kind of outworking Ponzi, but he could win a decision, drop him a few times, or knock him out. I could see Miguel doing that. But I got to go Ponzinibbio. I think Ponzinibbio's leg kicks, I think his experience, he's dealt with guys with longer reach. He dealt with a guy like Magny who had a way longer reach than him, right? Just basically kind of, you got to chop them legs down, and you just got to move your head, basically. Just sprawl the takedowns. And I think just using forward pressure, Miguel didn't like what Matt Brown did. I think if Ponzi can do that, I think Ponzi can win this fight. I'm going to probably take him by decision. He can get a knockout. He has real fast hands, and I think he just was rusty that last fight. And activity. It's all about activity. And if you guys remember Verdum, when Verdum fought Alexei Oleinik, right? And then he fights Alexander Gustafsson next, and he gets it done. He was rusty he admitted, I was rusty for the Oleinik fight, and I was ready for Gus. Now, obviously, he did lose his last fight, but hey, the guy did tap. But it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. I'm going Ponzinibbio by decision. It is what it is. I know some of y'all might disagree with me here. I know a lot of people are high on this Miguel Baeza kid. I think if I look at the Tapology thing, right, they got Ponzi at 31% and Baeza at 69%. So a majority of you are probably going to be going Baeza, but it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this long, do not forget to follow me on my Twitter or my Instagram. All those links will be down below in the description box. Like, comment, subscribe. Go click that notification button. And it is what it is. Love y'all and goodbye. It's your boy eBay Fight Predictions. Out of this bitch.